Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charge 365 with a stocks to watch video for February 9th, 2020. Before we get started, this is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. This is for informational purposes only. I may hold positions in some of the stocks mentioned. Know your time frames, know your risk tolerance. Again, these are setups, but not exactly all or any of them in buyable ranges. So again, you have to make your own decisions and due diligence. All right, there's a lot to do today, so I'm going to rip through these as fairly quickly. All right, AYX is the first one, Alteryx. Let me see this nice big uptrend. Kind of hit the space, pulled back, hit it again, pulled back. Kind of a cup. Maybe it's making its handle here. So I think this is one that we should be watching. And next one up is Yandex. This one, I mean, basically, I don't know if this is a true inverse head and shoulders or not, but either way, this was an important line. It broke out, continued higher. I believe this does have earnings coming up fairly soon, and it is extended. But if we can get a little check back, even maybe just close this gap, I think this would look really, really good. GSX. Just amazing looking uptrend. Boom, nice and up. Everything is nice and aligned. Good volume coming in. Again, maybe extended, but we could say the same thing at a lot of different points around here. So something to watch. If we can get a little consolidation, this would one I'd be very interested in. Next up is Tandem. Here we go. So Tandem has been in this range for a very long time, for about a year now, right? So almost a whole year it's been in this very narrow, tight range, and now we're at the upper end and we're doing this little consolidation right here. If we can make a conviction up, I really do like this particular chart. StoneCo, a newer name, Brazilian payment company, I believe. Come up, hit this area, came back, hit it again, pulling back, has this little fish hook or check mark or whatever you want to call it, look to it, pull back. So if we can hold at the 65-day EMA and start coming back up, this one would be very, 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 very nice looking. Purple Innovation, I think they're a furniture company, I'm not even sure. But again, hit this area, tried to break out of it, came back down, hit again, did break out of it, and now it's starting to consolidate. So if these moving averages could start to catch up to it, this would look real interesting. And as you can see, this huge ramp up in volume. No idea why all of a sudden all this interest in this company, but there is definitely interest here. Again, it is extended. Next up, yeah, this one I like a lot. This is Space, right? Virgin Galactic. So IPO'd, kind of tanked a little bit, then now has run up unbelievably. Straight up. And now it's doing this little bull flag looking thing here. Something like that. That's probably my area of resistance. So if we can get these moving averages catch up just a little bit, and notice how the volume is decreasing. To me, this says nobody's selling. People are making positions. Probably big hedge funds and big players are making positions, and people are holding this. They think long term this is a stock to have. So that is very impressive here. Just the way that in this consolidation, volume is decreasing. Next up, MiMedx. So we have this area, kind of goes back for a while here, right? We're all the way back in 2015. This has been an important area since 2013, right? Resistance, support, all in here. Kind of a choppy supportish area here. Then became resistance again, maybe. So a breakout here, kind of an inverse head and shoulder look to it in some ways. Question mark here because I'd kind of expected to pull back a little bit more to make up that other shoulder, but it doesn't have to. But a breakout above this area, and this is a very important area for whatever reason, so we need to respect that. Expel. So this is another one that kind of, low volume chopper. All of a sudden, it becomes in vogue and everyone's making positions. And look at these huge green bars, right? These huge green bars are telling me that somebody is making a nice sized position in this and just kind of stepping higher. Back in the consolidation range, again, on the consolidation, you're seeing a decrease in volume, which I kind of like that. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Maybe one that's very close to being actionable. Mimecast. Mimecast has this important area here, resistance, 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 and now it's trying to break through it again. So this one, again, maybe a little extended. If it could consolidate up here near the highs, that'd be very impressive. Again, nice volume profile. Store Capital. I mean, the uptrend is there, obviously, right? We got a nice little uptrend. We probably draw a line or something like this, something like that. Whatever, it's there. You see this 150-day is now starting, it was flattening. Now it's turning back up. You have a nice cross right here. So this shook out, any weak holders. And it looks like it wants to make all-time highs again. And good volume coming in too on the accumulation side. Enphase, solar energy name, I believe. So it was this. We had this area of importance here, broke above it, came down almost all the way to it, and just bounced hard there. And now is above this area, making near all-time highs or basically all-time highs. So this one looks really, really nice. For the most part, accumulation volume, you do have this 1 day right here. I'm not sure what this was about, but yeah, decent volume profile in this uptrend. So we do like that one. New Senior Investment Group. I believe they do like assisted living facilities and things like that. So definitely a boomer play, right? Because all the boomers are going to be heading there soon. And so we have this area of importance. And now we're consolidating right at it, chewing through supply. So a breakout here could be very, very, really, really nice to go higher. Again, and some good accumulation. Notice these nice big green bars here, especially in the accumulation, man. I mean, yeah, this one looks really good. I like this one a lot. SNR. Switch. Switch right here. Fairly new name. We have this nice area of importance. Maybe a double bottom looking type play right here. Neckline is fairly well defined. And now we're consolidating. Again, I mean, just look at this accumulation that's going on in this name. I mean, this just catches my eye every time. Like, I like the pattern. It's got the fundamentals. I'm not a huge fundamental person, but I do help screen by fundamentals. Kind of IBD style criteria. I'm not a purist by no means, but I do screen by that too. And this is just, I mean, that's pretty solid right there. And that is Switch. Vera Mobility. I've been watching this one all in this consolidation. I talked about how wonderful this is looking and how much accumulation is going on. And guess what? It busted out. I said, okay, I'll wait for the retest because it was a little extended over here. And guess what? Never got my retest. But it's still on my watch list. Still watching it. Still like it. If it can come back and retest this area, I may be a buyer. INMD in mode. Again, a newer name. I like that it was reaching this area. It's kind of backed off a little bit. Not my favorite idea. Let's move on. Qualcomm. Love this Qualcomm on a really long chart. Let's go to the weekly chart. Right? So on the weekly chart, I mean, we're coming over here, even the monthly chart. I mean, this is the area that's really important. You see my notes I put down here. Yeah, I love it. If it can get out. Now, I did have a position in this, and I've since sold my position. Hasn't really done anything necessarily wrong, but 2 closes below the 65-day EMA. That got me out. All right, those are my rules. I had to get out of it. If we can turn back up here and get back above this area, I may start a new position. We'll see. Another one that I had a position in and got out was Proof Point. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Has tested this area 7 times. I mean, it's going to break. Every time it tests it, the more likely it's going to break. Again, I did get out of this probably in this area, probably a little bit too early. And it bounced right back, chopping around. You know, a good bit of volume on the downside here. I think earnings may have been in here, maybe not. So didn't love the price action, and so I got out. But if we can break back above, I may be back in. Okta. Come on. All right, Okta. I posted this chart on Twitter. I like the uptrend is intact, right? And you have this overhead supply here, and we're coming to the point of decision, right? A breakout, great looking long. Moving on, and a plan. Yeah, newer name, really like this one. Came this area, tested again, little consolidation, busted out, still right in that area. All moving averages moving higher, looks really good. Coupa Software, busted out, came back, retested. As long as this holds, I think we're good. One thing I did notice though is that the volume profile is not my favorite, so I'm just watching this one. AVLR, another newer name, came here, retraced a little bit, back, tested again, came back, busted out. Now retesting this area. You know, not bad on the volume side. So yeah, I do like Avalara. IIPR. This one's okay, you know. A lot of volume coming in recently. Kind of moving averages are starting to move higher again. Not bad. Neo. Uptrend. Not bad. Volume coming in. Now it's kind of consolidating. Something to watch. NVCR. NovoCure. I was looking for a cup and handle right here, right? Bust out. I'm like, okay, this is going to be it. We'll break out. And nope, still just kind of chopping around in here. But I do like it if it could get over $98, $99. Splunk. Again, broke out. Uptrend. Looking good. May need to consolidate a little bit. Obviously, some big volume coming in on this one. NVO. Novo Nordisk. I mean, busted out of this area, a big area of resistance. Now it should be support. Came up, a lot of gaps in this particular name, so it kind of kept me out of it. But now it's extended, so I'm watching. Cerner, again, big area here, busted out hard. I'm not sure if that was earnings or what that was. Good volume coming in. If we can consolidate, let these averages catch up. That'd be interesting. Teleria. Again, from the IPO. Big area coming up. Now we're challenging it again. Can we get above this 1175-ish range? If we can. I mean, look at this volume, right? People like this name. There's a lot going on here. So I think we need to pay attention to that. Rubicon. If I can spell it right. Ruby. Yeah, big area here, came back, retested it, went back up, and now we have another potential resistance here. A lot of beautiful volume, maybe a little bit of a negative volume coming in towards the end over here, but looking pretty good. And my last one is actually Kroger, a grocery store. I do like this one a lot. I actually have a position in this one, maybe a little bit too soon. But you see this downtrend line. I see this double bottom. I came up to it. Now it's consolidating in a very smart fashion. So I think it's really actionable above 29. I tend to get in early. That tends to be my the way I do things. But I do like this double bottom neckline. I think it looks pretty good, especially if you get over this 29.25. So, but I am in early. Anyway. I went through my watch list. I hope this helps. Good luck this week. Again, do your own due diligence. Take care.